there, thanks for watching my video. So, I've been going back and forth on whether to make this video, and you'll find out why in a minute. I've been wanting to make this video for a few months because when I first started YouTube, I was constantly watching videos of tips and tricks for new YouTubers and watched pretty much any video like that I could get my hands on. But I always knew my channel would be a Sims channel, and although those videos had some useful information, I felt as though it wasn't as applicable for me, because most of those videos were YouTubers who they mainly do things like give business advice or beauty tips or something that wasn't exactly in line with my content, or even gaming in general. The thing that's been holding me back from making this video is that I truly believe that I have no place to be giving YouTube advice. I'm so happy with where my channel is right now, but I can't help but feel like it's a bit undeserved because my YouTube channel started growing after 2 months, and it was mainly because I made a controversial video and it got my channel noticed. So I don't feel like I've had the same struggles and frustration that the majority of new YouTubers have. So who am I to tell people how to grow their channel? Well, I've decided to do it anyway, because if I was watching videos to help me start a Sims YouTube channel, then I'm sure there are probably others who do too. And if you're thinking of starting a Sims channel, then I'm hoping this video will help you out and give you a few things to consider. So I'm going to take you through a few steps that I went through to get my channel from 0 subscribers to over 1,000. Starting off with asking yourself why. So first things first, if you're starting a channel, you should take a moment to sit down and really think about why. If your answer to why is that you want your channel to grow quickly and become YouTube famous and make money, then that's really not the best reason and you might be disappointed. When starting out, it's really important to manage your expectations. Different channels grow differently, and from the videos I've seen, it usually takes an average of around a year to a year and a half for a consistently uploading YouTuber to achieve even 1,000 subscribers. This is a long game, and anyone who hits that milestone sooner is an exception, so it's better to assume that your channel will fall under the average. That way you won't be disheartened if you don't get as many subscribers as you anticipated early on, but you will be pleasantly surprised if you get there sooner. If you start a Sims YouTube channel, it should be just as a hobby, and not seen as something that will deliver results overnight. In my first month of YouTube, I was lucky to have 30 subscribers, and every video that got more than 10 views was a win. Don't be discouraged though, if you create good quality content and upload consistently, your channel will get noticed eventually and you'll be glad of all the hours that you put into it. Content ideas. Okay, so this seems like an obvious one, but if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you should probably have a few ideas for the kind of content that you want to create. You want your channel to be original, but also have a niche. Having a Sims channel in general is quite a niche, but ask yourself what you can do to make your channel original. There are lots of Sims channels out there, but they all have something specific to them. For example, Little Simsy makes lots of renovation videos. Steffo Sims has a signature editing style. When I started my channel, I didn't really know what my niche was until I uploaded around 100 videos, and then I realised if my niche was anything, it would probably be my mods videos. Think about the YouTubers you like and what kind of content you can produce that makes your channel different from all the other Sims channels. Is your channel going to be mainly speed builds, machinimas, or maybe you have a flair for moulding faces in Creator Sim? There are always challenges with whatever kind of video you want to make. For me personally, the most challenging thing about speed builds is trying to think of something to talk about when doing a voiceover. And the most challenging thing about Let's Plays is the amount of editing that they take. I personally would suggest taking the time to plan your content. If you make content that requires a voiceover, then plan ahead, make talking points, so that your audience aren't left with a load of ums and ahs and stuttering around when watching your video. Although that's where editing comes in handy. Which takes me to my next part. Tools. So before you start your channel, there are a few things that you'll need. For a gaming channel, you'd need a way to record your screen so that you can capture your gameplay. I use Camtasia to record and edit my videos, however there are cheaper and free options out there that you can install and use. OBS is just one of the free pieces of software out there that you can download that will record your screen and audio. Speaking of audio, some people like to just use royalty-free music in their videos, others like to record their own. If you want to record your own to provide a commentary on your videos, then you'll need some kind of microphone, whether it's the one from your earphones or whether you want to go and buy one. There are so many microphone options you can get. My first mic was a $20 USB mic that I just found on Amazon, and it worked perfectly. So once you've figured out how you're going to capture your content and record your audio, you'll then need to consider how you're going to edit your videos. Luckily, most screen recording software also has video editing features as well, but if yours doesn't, then again, you can find lots of free video editing options online. I would also recommend having something you can use to create thumbnails. Photoshop is a popular one. I use GIMP, which is spelt G-I-M-P, which has been pretty good for me, and it's free. I personally don't use a camera as of yet, but if you want to record yourself with your videos, then you'll want to consider getting a webcam or a camera too, or use the camera on your phone. Then of course there's the game itself. If you want to be a Sims YouTuber, you should probably have the Sims game. You don't need to have every expansion, game and stuff pack to make good videos. I don't even have all of the packs. I have found that having more packs does help me with coming up with content because I have more options with the packs, but that's not going to be the case for everyone. You can still make great content with the base game, so don't feel any pressure to buy all the packs. I don't even want to imagine how much money it would cost to buy them all, but I'm sure it's a considerable amount. Once you have the tools you need, you can move on to the next step, which is creating content. Everyone has their way of doing things, and if it works for them, it works for them. We all work differently, and there isn't a right way of doing things. However, when it comes to creating content, my advice would be to plan as much as possible. Plan what your next 10 videos are going to be about, whether it's just a bullet point idea or whether you like to plan each step of each video. Planning is always a good idea. When I have a video idea, I usually like to make a high-level overview of what I want to happen in that video and work my way through it when I'm recording. I use a notepad every day and I have a long list of video ideas that I can use in the future. When you first start recording yourself, it can feel a bit strange and daunting, but that's completely normal, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be. Think about how you want to come across in your videos. You want to sound confident and comfortable. And one of the good things about editing is that if you don't like the way you sound in one recording, you can just re-record it or edit out any awkward pauses or ums. The quality of your videos is important. But in reality, when you start out with YouTube and you've just began making videos, they probably are going to be not the best. But again, that's completely normal. I can't even face watching my old videos because I find them so awkward. I actually think in the beginning, as much as you should try to provide as much quality as possible, you kind of want to focus on your quantity. When I started my channel, I wasn't expecting any views at all, but that's okay because my focus was on getting at least 20 videos on my channel so that if anyone did stumble across it, they would have a collection of my content to watch. As well as the video itself, you're also going to have to come up with a thumbnail. I cannot stress enough how important thumbnails are. They are the first thing your potential viewers will see, and if your thumbnail isn't enticing enough, those potential viewers will just scroll right on by. The world of YouTube is a competitive one, and when someone searches for a Sims video, they will be presented with thousands of choices. So what makes your thumbnail stand out? How can you make your thumbnail as unignorable as possible? Without having clickbait, of course. Whenever I create thumbnails, I usually zoom out so that the picture is the same size as how they appear on YouTube. This way I can get an idea of how it will look when it's up there and just check that the picture is still clear and that you can still read any writing if there's any writing on the thumbnail. I usually think about my thumbnail as soon as I've come up with a video idea, and often before I've even recorded the video. Once you've recorded, edited your video and made a thumbnail, then it's pretty much time to upload your video. So a few things to consider here. Your video will appear in YouTube searches based on the keywords you use in the title, description, and the keywords of your video. Now, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert in understanding the YouTube algorithm, but I do know that if you have a few specific keywords, you're going to want to use them as often as you reasonably can. So, for example, if your video is of a suburban home, then it would be good to have that keyword suburban home appear in your title, description, and your keywords. So first off, you've got your video title. The title goes hand in hand with the thumbnail and is very important when it comes to attracting viewers. YouTube allows you 100 characters for your title, so you'll want to think of a title that's enticing but also utilises your keywords. Then you've got your video description. For this you have 5,000 characters, so you'll definitely want to invest some time into writing a description that explains what's happening in your video, whilst using your keywords. If you still have space after writing your description, then why not write a short piece on other videos that you've made with a link to them, or use your description to share your social media information. There's also a section for entering your keywords. You get 500 characters here and you want to try to get as close to that as possible. Try to find specific keywords to use as well. It's okay to use The Sims 4 as a keyword, but realistically the amount of competition for that term is so high that if you just have that, then it's not likely your video will rank particularly high in the search results. Therefore, you won't be getting as many views. Try to be specific. A key term like Sims 4 Suburban Starter House will rank your video higher than if you just put Sims 4 House. Thankfully, with 500 characters, you can include multiple variations of your video's title so that the algorithm can pick it up from multiple keywords. Another useful tool is the end screen. If you manage to get people onto your video and have them stick around until the end, you definitely want to have another one of your videos appear at the end screen. That will help you to encourage your viewers to stick around and watch another video. The more of your videos your viewers watch, the more likely they are to subscribe to your channel. If you want some extra insight when uploading videos, you might want to get a free browser add-on for YouTube. I use TubeBuddy, which I find really useful. It basically tells me how strong my keywords are in comparison to what's already being used. So if I use a keyword like The Sims 4, it will tell me that it's a poor choice of keyword because whilst it's a term that's searched for regularly, its competition is too high. It can really help with suggesting keywords for you and giving you insight into how good your choice of keywords are. Another word of advice, try and be a part of the Sims community. Put yourself in the Sims forums or join Facebook groups and get involved in conversations. Meet people in the community, share your content and support others. Build relationships with these people because these are the people your videos are appealing to. Don't just go in there and only share your content. Go in and support others too. If you take the time to become an active member of these communities, then you're more likely to get engagement on your posts as well. Be consistent. Being consistent with YouTube is very important. Many viewers don't subscribe to a channel off of one video alone. I know that for me personally, whenever I subscribe to a channel, I've usually watched at least 3 videos from that content creator. Not every video you upload will bring new viewers to your channel, but if one of your videos does, and that's the only video you have on your channel, then you're not going to get as many subscribers as you would if you already had a collection of videos already on your channel. Giving your viewers the option to binge watch your videos and subscribe. As you start to get a few more subscribers, you'll have even more incentive to be consistent. In an ideal world, you should have your upload schedule somewhere on your channel so that your viewers know when to expect your videos. If you upload consistently for 2 weeks and then suddenly stop, and then start again, and then stop again, then people will get confused and they might have gone off your channel in that time. Make sure your audience know when to expect your videos, and if there's a day where you can't upload on time, then communicate this to your viewers. But try not to fall off schedule too often. I would definitely recommend making a creation schedule and an upload schedule so that you know where you are with your creations and uploads. So there we go. Those are a few tips for new YouTubers starting a Sims channel. I am by no means an expert, but I have learned a few things whilst I've been on YouTube, and I really hope some of this information proves useful to you if this is something you're thinking of doing. Please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more videos about having a YouTube channel. This is something that's still really new to me, and I'm not really sure how you're going to like these videos, so please do let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.